Hey, just a quick update. It is Friday, June 9th. Just wanted to say that yesterday I started getting really bloated and a lot of pressure inside. Because of all that pressure, my last dilation last night was really rough. And that just takes such a physical and a mental toll. The first one today wasn't too bad. It took me about 5 minutes to reach maximum depth. Before I could start my 30-minute timer. The last couple millimeters, half a centimeter, is mostly just the elasticity stretching out, so I don't usually count that. It's just kind of where I monitor towards maximum depth, so not too worried. I'm still there. There was a bit of burning under the urethra, again, still a open healing area. Wounds are feeling and stuff is happening. That entry on one of the left or the right side, I can't remember now, was also a little burny for a bit, but by the end of the session I was definitely sore and feeling it. So another hour or so I'll probably need to do my second session, and hopefully that goes pretty smooth. And then I need to not do my final nighttime session so late. I'm just too exhausted, and that's adds stress, makes it more difficult, but I'm trying to spread them out so that the AM session isn't as rough, because there's been so much time between the last session and this and the new one starting that it's really rough. But by the same token, I also need to make sure I can get it done properly, and I think that will have a bit greater positive impact than doing it at 10 o'clock at night. So last night was just too late. I was just done. Still swollen on one side more than the other, and just waiting for a lot of healing. Anyway. Hello. It's been a while since my last video. Sorry, my voice is really screwed up from laying in bed a lot, I think. So I'll bring the camera closer. It is currently Saturday. My watch will turn on. Saturday the 17th of June. I go home in 6 days, which is a little nerve-wracking at the moment because the last visit was good, but since that visit there's been a lot of, not complications, but just expected bad things. So the swelling's gotten a lot worse. It feels like I'm freezing it with the ice packs, but I've got the 2 towels folded over and all that stuff trying to go there, and then it feels like it's going through the pad and the underwear right in, so it feels cold. But now that it's gotten really hot, I've put it just on one of the little towels and straight through the pad, and it feels fine, just cold. Things are waking up, so there's a lot more nerve chains firing off, which is something I've experienced before. Not lovely. It's a bit annoying. Feels like a really sharp, like a paper cut's rough. This feels more like a knife slicing in real quick, so you kind of twitch and kick off to the side for a moment, or a part just starts feeling and then your mind goes, that's not there anymore. So things like that. At the last visit, the doctor said things were looking great, not a lot of separation. She did say that coming soon there would be some tightness in the pelvic floor, so when dilating, to work on relaxing those muscles, which is difficult because I'm used to tensing my stomach to try and pull it in, give myself a better look, and that's something I've been doing since I was a kid. So stopping that is not easy. The last few days, dilation has gotten really difficult. I've changed positions a bit to make it a little better, but there's some additional separation down on the bottom side of the perineum, closer towards the anal area, and it just makes it a little uncomfortable going in, so I'm being very slow, very careful, very methodical on going in, and then trying to keep my bowels and everything moving forward, and you don't want to dilate when you're full there or in the bladder. It's because there's too much pressure and you can't reach depth very well. But sometimes you don't have much of a choice. So I've been trying to time meals and shift things around to try and make it balance a little better. The other issue is that as some of these things wake up, warm up, the swelling changes, there's a lot more fluid leaking out. I've seen an increase in the blood. Not too bad. It's still within line. So the bleeding isn't too bad. It's just kind of the milky grayish discharge. She said it wasn't pus, but I forget what she called it. And there's some other bits of things hanging off that kind of slough off. They're like little eye goopy things that stringy and weird. Just trying to keep things clean and happy and all of that. And that separation and that swelling and that unhappiness and that feeling coming back is why I'm nervous for the 6 hours it's going to take me to get home. It's a 4-hour plane ride. Got to get to the airport. Got to sit at the airport, use the restroom at the airport. Hopefully not on the plane, but we'll see. Get back home, get an Uber, sit for an hour, get home, and ice the absolute crap out of it. And that's just a bit nerve-wracking, but doing okay overall. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I think it's just I've been laying down on my back so long that all the sinus drainage has clogged up my vocal cords. So it's really hard to speak normally. It's really gravelly. So hopefully you can hear me. But otherwise I'm doing okay. Pain's been tolerable. I haven't taken anything stronger than Tylenol, regular Tylenol, extra strength Tylenol and Advil. Next visit's on Wednesday and I fly out on Thursday, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's it for this update. We'll see you next time.